Hello everyone. So today I would like to discuss about the midterm test that you have that you had last week, and the topic is still about summarizing and paraphrasing. Well, after reading all of your answers, I figured out that most of you are not really understand how to summarize or paraphrase. Yeah, some of you handed me the questions, not doing anything on that. Some others show me the answers by deleting several parts or several sentences or phrases from the original text and claim that it is a summary. The same thing happened also in paraphrases. Well, it is not. Now I'm going to tell you what is actually needed in summarizing a text. Yeah. First, I would like to remind you these three things. Deleting parts of the original text is not summarizing. Okay. Borrowing all the words in the original source is also not summarizing. Because some of you happen to put the same wordings, the same sentences as it is in the source. Yeah, it is not summarizing. What you need to do, firstly, is to comprehend the text well before you'll be able to summarize it. Now, I think this is the first problem, the first and most important problem that you guys have. You all are not getting the point of the text. You're not comprehending the text. So I do believe that you can read the text well, but I'm not quite sure whether you understand the text or not. Okay, so you need to comprehend the text first. Now let's take a look at the text that we have. So this is the paragraph that I asked you to make a summary from. There are three steps that you need to follow. The first one is keywords. You need to find the keywords. How to find the keywords? Well, if you have a title here, it will help you. So title helps telling you what is the text about. Okay. The second one is finding the key points. What are the key points in this text? Yeah. And then after you have the keywords and the key points, you need to arrange those points in your own words into paragraph. Arrange. Okay. Let's see first the keywords. The first keyword is, as what I said it is the title. Yeah. Attitudes to learning. This is the keyword. So if you don't have the title, how to see the keywords then? So you need to read to roughly see what are the words that come across you frequently. So what are the words that happen to be mentioned more than once by the writer? So probably that will be the keywords of the text. That is the text about. Okay. Since you have the title, then this text will be about attitudes to learning. So how people react towards learning itself. Now we move on to the points. Okay, how many points did you see in this text? I'm going to say that the first point is the first sentences. Controversial materials is more readily learned if it is fits with the existing beliefs and attitudes. Some of you wrote controversial material is easier to learn, full stop. Well, that is not the point. Yeah, it is not what the text is about. Controversial material is only more eagerly to be learned if it fits with the existing beliefs and attitudes. For examples, well, I see that this example not help you much because probably you don't understand the example. This example gives you the overview that this USSR is the Soviet Union, which heavily based on communists. So that's why in this text says that pro-communist students will easier to understand the statement about USSR. In other hand, those anti-communist students will hard to follow on the statements of the things about the USSR. Okay. Well, I'll give you another example. A controversial materials, let's say UFO or extraterrestrial life. Yeah, some of you who believe that there is other life outside our galaxy might be eager to learn more about it. Whereas those students who do not believe that there are other lives outside the galaxy probably having difficulty in understanding it, or probably become resistant to that materials. That is what meant by controversial materials. If you yourself have a belief that it is possible, that it is easier for you to learn. But if yourself have the belief that it is not possible, or you don't favor in that materials, it's hard for you to learn. That's the first topic. Yeah. So the material is most easily learned which conforms with the existing opinion. So this is the first point. The second point is recalling. Yeah, recalling the informations or recalling the controversial informations. Here again, the writer gives you examples which probably you don't understand much about it. So about atheistic and theistic students. Some of you just said that theistic students remember better, full stop, without elaborating in what way do they remember better. So in this case, theistic students remember better things about religion. For example, verse in the Bible, or probably beliefs about God. Whereas the atheistic students probably cannot recall those kinds of memories about religion. Yeah. So this suggests some resistance to learning and retaining material which is not acceptable to us. Okay. So this is the second point, that we are easily to remember things that we like. Let's say we like in favorable. So things that we like, things that we don't like. We tend to forget things that we don't like, and we tend to remember things that we like. Okay. So this is another supporting details that certain materials or certain informations that we love to follow. For example, you like the writers, or you like the actors, probably, let's say, in a simple illustrations. In your high school, during your high school, there must be a certain subject that you like or you don't like, right? Those subjects that you like is easier for you to recall the memory back. It will not happen similarly to those materials that you don't like. For example, I myself find it hard to recall any formulas, mathematic formulas or physics formulas, because I'm not into it during my high school. So I tend to forget about it, or the knowledge just evaporate. Well, it is pretty much different with English for me. For example, because I'm into it, I tend to remember it better. I can recall back my memories about it. Okay, that's the second. When we like it, we tend to eagerly learn and eagerly recall back the memories. Okay, now, what is the next point in this text? So you can see. Now, once you begin to develop enthusiasm for certain approaches to your subject, it becomes rather easy to dismiss other approaches. Now, for example, if you're really into something else, if you're really into something, it's rather easy for you to forget the other things. Yeah. So, for example, if you're really into mathematics, for example, you tend to remember everything about mathematics, but not really interested in history, for example. Yeah. And vice versa. For example, if you really like learning, let's say, English, and you don't really into mathematics, you find a way to learn in a fun way if it deals with something that you like. Okay, if it deals with something that you don't like, you find it hard to make it work. The last point is that this one. However, if you need to cover a syllabus, it is impossible for you to neglect one among the others. Yeah. So it happens in our education systems because in a syllabus you need to cover math, English, religion, you need to cover history, and so on and so forth. So it is difficult for you to neglect one another. So you need to embrace all, learn all, even though you like it or not. Okay, that is the 4 points in this text. Okay, what you need to do then is to arrange this 1, 2, 3, 4 points in your own words into a paragraph. So your summary probably consists of 4 sentences only. Okay, that is a summary. So once again, deleting parts of the original text is not summarizing. Borrowing all the words in original source is also not summarizing. You need to comprehend the text well before you summarize.